Hey, what's going on, beautiful royal family? All praises to the Most High God of Israel. So this is part 2 to the series that I'm going to title An Uncomfortable Conversation. So with this here going forward, this is a message to all of our sisters. Please listen closely. Please listen closely. Any title that has an uncomfortable conversation, you are not allowed to make any comments on. This is a discussion between myself and my brothers, the men of Israel. I'm going to say this one more time. All women, females with a vagina, you are not allowed to leave any comments on any video that is titled An Uncomfortable Conversation. Your opinion is not wanted nor needed. This is a discussion between my brothers and I. You can certainly watch. Please do. I'm going to say it again. I do not want any women leaving any comments on any video entitled An Uncomfortable Conversation. If any one of you decides that you want to play with me, I am going to publicly shame you in front of everybody. I'm just telling you now. And when I mean publicly shame you, I mean publicly shame you. This is for our brothers. Now, kings, usually I would tell you not to put the kids up, but this is one where it's like, all right, you know what? If you feel the need that you may want to watch this one first and then decide if you want your child to watch this, because we are going to really talk about some things. We're going to talk about some very heavy things here. And I'm going to talk to you as my brothers, as if we were sitting down, all of us in a room and just having that discussion. I'm going to talk to you just like that. The language and everything is probably going to be very coarse because I'm speaking from right here. And when I do speak like that and I'm having a discussion with my brothers, you know, there is a certain way, a certain dialect and a certain way that black men that we talk to each other. Hispanic and Native American men, this is the way that we speak. You know, there is a masculinity in the way that we do speak. But specifically here, I'm talking to the brothers of Judah, black men, my brothers. I'm specifically speaking to you. This is for all the men of Israel. But as far as the top tribe, black men, I'm talking to you specifically. Now, there were some brothers in some of the other videos that were saying, well, do one for the women, do one for the women. So let me go ahead and address that. First, let me tell you what that tells me about you, about a man that does that. It shows that you do not take accountability. So when you don't take accountability, you're not given responsibility. So that is a very fancy way of saying that you were not meant to lead, because you cannot keep your focus on yourself. Your finger will not point inward. It's always pointing out that way. You are good for no one. The Father cannot use you because you don't have what it takes to be responsible and to have accountability for the wrong that we've done. This is not about pointing fingers. This is about making corrections. And we don't need any effeminate men around us that wants to point their finger back at a woman. So for the very women that you are so concerned with, you can go sit with them and let the men handle what we have to handle. Brothers, kings, princes. All right, so now we got to have this unfortunate and uncomfortable discussion, even going further. Now, I know the one from yesterday, that was pretty hard to deal with. I know. Trust me. I was the one saying it. That was tough. But guess what, though? There's no warrior without battle wounds, scars. These things are going to hurt, but they have to hurt. Because the more they hurt, the more numb we become to it. We can take them hits. Learn how to take the hits, because there's some hits coming. And these hits that I'm doing are in love and righteousness. So what's the next part, fellas, that we have to talk about? What's the next one? We got to get right to it. You know what it is? Our sisters. The way that they see us, we have to put the scopes on and look at what they're looking at. What are they seeing? What do they see when they see us? Now, we know what the Bible says that they are supposed to see, but they're not seeing that. They're not seeing that at all. They're not seeing it. Fellas, this is what not only our women, but the world see as a black man, as leaders. Take a look at this. Look at this. Look here. Look right here. See this? They said that this man right here is a leader. This is the representation of a black man. Remember, worldwide. Next. Look. This is who they say lead us. This is the image of masculinity. Masculinity, the black man, the king, the ruler of the world. Look, fellas, look at this. Look. This is what the world sees. Kings, we are the kings. And this is what the world sees. Look at this. This is the image. This is our image, fellas. Unfortunately, this is what is representing us. Look at this. We have to see this. We have to see it. And we got to swallow this one, because if we don't, we are allowing it to happen. Look. Yeah. Yep. You see this one right here for yourself, right here. This is what they said represent us. This is the representation of black men, the kings of the earth, God's chosen top tribe. This is the representation of us. Bring it back. That is what they say represent us. That is what the world sees. That is what our sisters see. 1/3 and 2/3. Because that is the visual of it all. Remember, when we are spoken of in Israel, we are represented, and when we are punished, we are all punished as one. So we have to look at these things as one. That is an unfortunate truth for us, fellas. All that bitch shit. All that nonsense is what represents us. That's what the world see. The world don't see us. They don't see us brothers in here that's trying to be righteous. They don't see us brothers that's out here making the corrections. They don't see that. The world does not see that. Why? That's our fault too. We're not speaking enough. There's not enough of you out there speaking and doing what you're supposed to be doing. Why? I see it in my comment sections. I see the effeminate nature of many of our brothers. I see it. Not only in this comment section, but in also others as well. Oh, they're not off the hook. We're dealing with this as a whole. As a whole. Because that's how the Father looks at us when he looks at his sons. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. Now let's get into that. Because Most people, when they hear that now, being that we've used it so much, that has always been at the pinnacle of what we do here, because that has always been important, is for us to gather together. I understand what that means. Now, most people attribute that to the royal gathering, but no. Now we really have to get into the space of what that really is, to gather yourselves together. So, oh, nation not desired. Oh, nation not desired. I'm gathering all the kings together. I'm like, all right, we all have to have this discussion. These uncomfortable discussions that we got to sit down and talk about. So now, here's another one. Here's another one right now. The undesired. The undesired. Fellas, we are undesired by our own women. That's every 12 tribe. Black man, black man, black man. That's the truth. We are undesired by our own. And then we are undesired by all the rest of the world. Undesired. We are not wanted. So now let's get into this uncomfortable conversation. Now I have to start breaking some egos. You know why? Because we think with our dick. Let me tell you, all those women of the other nations, they know just how to boost our egos. Sisters, this is the part that you're not going to like. Y'all don't know how to do that very well. Y'all do not know how to cater to a black man's ego. Yes, we have them. We are supposed to have them. But y'all don't know how to cater to them. But let me tell you who does. That white woman knows exactly what to do. She knows how to cater to a black man's ego. And that is the most dangerous shit in this world. Why? Because we are getting something that we desire from someone that does not desire us. They do that and boost our egos for their own benefit. Their own benefit. You know what they do? Come here, black man. Yes, black man. Why? What is it? What is the desire? What is that? It is a sexual desire. A sexual desire. Now, with us brothers, we see that. We hit our chest. Oh, yeah. Why? Because we thinking on our dick. All this right here is turned off. Everything right here turned on. That is the lie. That's the lie that everybody want us. Because we put our chest up. Put that motherfucker right up. Yeah. Nah, let me tell you something, brothers. That's the biggest lie that was ever introduced to us. We think people want us based on a sexual desire. You know what that means? They only want us for one thing. Our dick. And then we're disposed of. That is some degrading shit. You understand me? The Father said, don't give these other nations our dick. Our God said, don't give it to them. It's undeserving. They can't have it. But what do? I want to know what the rumor is like. I want to know if the rumor is true. I want to experience the black man. And what do? We stand proud with that shit. Yeah, come on, girl, because we getting some pussy. That's what it is. You know, yeah, come on, girl, come get it. What we doing? We taking it. Beating all that shit. And then what happened? Yes, Mandingo. Yes, give it to me, Mandingo. Beat it up. Yes. Now, nigger, get the fuck out of my house. You have completed my sexual gratification. Get your black ass out my house. That's what it is, fellas. Oh, nation not desired. They only use us for sexual gratification. We are so desired sexually that even the men want some. Yep. They were fucking us in front of everybody. The men. We got to come to this uncomfortable truth. Because those white women, that's the same monster. Just in a different gender. They fucked us like they fucked our women. Oh, that's the truth. And unfortunately for many of us, we wore that shit proud. The big black dick. the most pitiful shit in the world. I gotta say I'm sorry. I'm saying I'm sorry. I let our God down, and I know I for damn sure let our sisters down when I was out there in that world. Yep, me. Because I'm guilty of this shit too. It's the truth. And it is what it is. We all made mistakes. Now we got to sit up here and deal with the mistakes that we made. We know we can't go back in those directions. We know that. Do you know that there's some of you brothers that were hyping up the white woman in our comment sections? That's the truth. The women of the other nations, basically. Our Father said that is not permitted. We have to desire our own. Fellas, our righteous queens, we got to win them back. Not the unrighteous. Not the woman that does not have the spirit of the Most High on her. Not the woman that does not want to elevate her king. Not the woman that does not recognize that we are the kings. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the righteous Israelite woman, the woman that desires the black man, the ones that want us because we want them. That's what I'm all about. Bringing our nation back to one another. That's what I am trying to create. And in order to do that, we have to have these uncomfortable conversations. We have to break down these strongholds, brothers. And one of the major ones, again, we think with our dicks. God knows we think with our dicks. He told us not to do that. And so that's what we have to stop. We got to stop that. For real. We are rebuilding the nation that is going to reign throughout eternity. That's why this matters. All of this stuff that's happening in the world right now, what did you think? We're going to just sit and just let it happen? No, there's some things that have to happen. There's some soldiers that must be created. All of the pansies will sit down. We're going to sit them down. The Father's going to sit them down. He's already sitting them down. He's allowing all of them brothers to show just how effeminate they are just in the comment sections, and they are upset by the things that I'm saying. They are upset by the truth. That is not a man. That is a coward. That is a pansy. And it is what it is. But brothers, drip by drip, piece by piece. But we have to have these discussions. So what do we take away from this one, brothers? Guess what we got to do? Start thinking back up here. Think about the images that you saw earlier. Those are the men that represent black men, black kings, us. We have to make that change. Y'all got to start being more vocal. You have to start showing your righteousness. Your righteousness has to be shown. Start doing something. Start employing those talents that the Father gave you. You are a God. Create. Do something. Step outside that box. Because now, I guess that light is starting to be shined on all of it. On everything that's going on. And we're not going to run from these conversations. Now, you can run. As a matter of fact, for all of you that don't want anything to do with this, I am suggesting to you that you do run. Get out of here. Go deal with the other people that love to play around. Y'all want to cosplay being Israelites. We are actually Israelites, keeping God's commandments. We are serious about doing what he tells us to do. We are serious about changing the image of the black man, so that our God is reflected and he gets the glory. All praises to the Most High God of Israel, kings. We will do this again.